Dull and lifeless bass guitars can be a huge problem when doing a rock mix. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you a way that you can deal with this and make a bass guitar translate a whole lot better to smaller speakers. Some bass players change their strings about once every 10 years or so, or they use flat wounds, or for some odd reason turn their tone knob down. I've got a bass track here from a recent project I've been working on, and this track is basically just lows and lower mids. As you can hear, this will sound great on a big hi-fi or PA or those sort of setups, but if you play it as is, it's going to disappear on a phone or laptop speaker, as they don't reproduce the lower frequencies all that well. More often than not, the solution to this problem is radical EQ and overdrive or distortion. In most cases, the idea of having a pristine, clean bass guitar sound, when this is your starting point, is pretty much impossible. I've duplicated the bass track here, and we're not going to do a whole lot with the original track. Just some EQ and a bit of compression. As you can see, the signal drops down quite dramatically over 300 Hz. Took out a resonance here. And quite often we have to take out a bit at around 200 Hz. And this is to make room for electric guitars, snare drum, and the lower part of the lead vocal. Yeah, and a little boost there at around 75 to 80 Hz is usually good. And for some compression, I'm going to be using the Waves MV2. Preamp saturation, let's try the New York. And I'm using the high-pass filter because we don't really need the deep low end on this track. As you can hear, we're not getting quite enough. So let's use a trimmer before and after it. API EQ maybe? Getting better, but we still got a bit of work to do on that. Next up, let's try a cool free plugin. And that's the Klangalm IVGI. Let's try the trim there. Much closer. On the Shift 73 EQ, the plan here is to crank the upper mids. You can also try a bit of a pull tech, peak at about 3K. And we can try going a bit aggressive on the compression. Let's try an 1176, the blue one, quick release and a fairly quick attack, I think. It doesn't sound pretty at all. That's not really the point of this. It really has to fill out what's lacking from the original bass. And even in this case you could go a lot more extreme with regards to the EQ. So let's try it together with the original. This other one sits a little below the original, but it fills out the whole song quite nicely. Really hope you found that helpful. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video.